Today's episode of 30A Misfits is going to be a little bit different. We've been gone for a couple of weeks and a lot has happened in that time. After our Seagrove tour, we started planning our next episode and booked a sunset cruise to include in it. Then we ended up having to move out of our condo. Once the dust started to settle from that, we took a trip back to Defuniak to see their famous Christmas display. And now we're planning another surprise, so stay tuned to the end to see what we'll be up to after this. I'm Erica, and this is David, and we are 30A Misfits. We explore 30A from one end to the other and take you along with us. But this adventure takes us off of 30A. So join us for this episode of 30A Misfits Off-Road. We booked this sunset cruise with 30A Boat Valet. We met up with owner Eric Pearce and Captain Mark at Cessna Landing and headed off into the sunset.
Coming up on my last tour boat. Kind of left it where it lays, you know.
There's one.
See some sea life.
Are you saying see the world or Sea World?
Sea World, oceans, fish, jump,
Okay.
China.
No.
The best thing about this sunset cruise was Captain Mark. He told us he knew right where to go to see stingrays and dolphins and the best place to stop and watch the sunset, and he did not disappoint.
There's a lot of eye candy.
That looks like two females and a teenager.
Beautiful.
Well, what an incredible blessing this was. This is a cool thing. This is kind of the business that we try to highlight. Ones that are, homegrown. People don't know about this. He has a locals discount. Keep that in mind. This is a cool thing he's doing. It's homegrown, locally operated. This has been amazing. I was like, where's the camera on? Golly. You're cleaning all that up. That was so loud.
Oh, that was fun.
We're just moving out. I'm being quiet. The chicken's sleeping. For her last night here, we're moving on to greater things. We're just packing up and moving right now. I've lived over 15 years, and they've increased the rent by $900. $900 increase. So, bigger and better things are coming. What are your thoughts, baby?
I'm sad.
And the reason she's sad is because of this little thing. Now, this is not our daughter, nor do we pretend like this is our daughter. This is our goddaughter. Say hi, Maddie. You say hi?
Hi.
Hey.
There's like season finale music playing in my head as
Right.
Taking the Last Thing starts to play slow motion. And
Right. Move it storage. It's at $175 online. They let me know in January it's going up to $193. It's about right.
it's like what's is it Indiana Jones with the warehouse full of boxes?
Oh yeah, at the end of it.
I know it's not the same, but it kind of reminds me of that. Our whole life in a 10 by 10 square. Our whole moving story is long and complicated, but to sum it up, plan after plan fell through, leaving us only a few days to pack up and get out. While our long-term plans are still up in the air, we made a short-term plan to get us through the holidays. Little tiny Barbie shoes that we were afraid the chicken would choke on.
I just found on top of the fridge. We're cleaning stuff out. A letter to ourselves. Who knows when this was dated?
I think we wrote it on there.
Yeah, we missed it. 1. Be in much better shape.
This is mine. Be in much better shape. Nope, worse.
Follow fly lady every day.
Nope.
Have $5,000 in savings.
Nope.
Go on honeymoon.
We never did that.
Take next steps in family tracking timing.
Tracking.
Own 3 properties debt free. Nope. Weigh 180 pounds. Nope. Raising first child. Nope. Travel to first foreign country. Nope. Had to 50,000 cash in bank. That was kind of depressing.
That was a little depressing. I've always been kind of proud of this innovation of mine. But these racks in the pantry were awful because whenever you would put canned stuff on top, the cans would always end up crooked because they would fall down in the holes. So I just took some styrofoam poster board and covered it with contact paper. So you can wipe them down. They stay pretty clean. They're light and removable. And cheap. And it solved that problem. So if you have that problem, you're welcome.
We'll be put up in a new place.
After we got everything packed up and stored, we checked into an Airbnb just next door to spend one more week on 30A before moving on to the next phase. After getting settled into our new temporary home, we knew we had to drive up to Defuniak at least once to see their famous Christmas Reflections display. The Defuniak Christmas Reflections started in 1998, and it was originally just all white lights, and there wasn't a whole lot to it. But then as the years have progressed, they started adding colored lights and cutouts and all kinds of stuff. And there are Victorian cutouts that I want to see if we can find that are actually modeled after original residents of Defuniak.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And where are we at? Do you know where we're at? First Presbyterian Church.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm positive. First Presbyterian Church of Defuniak, which is on the lake.
Yes, and it's called Christmas Reflections because, it doesn't really matter. They can put up just a few thousand lights, but then with the reflection off of the lake, it looks like millions of lights. So Christmas Reflections, because it's around the lake.
I gotcha. All right, well, let's go check it out, baby.
It's hard to convey on camera the community and love that takes place around this lake during Christmas time. It seems as if the entire town comes out and has fun around this lake every night. Every night. We have friends that live in Defuniak, and they go down to look at the lake every night because every time they see something new. It's truly a blessed event that the entire town takes pride in. There's no question at all that Defuniak is the best small town in Florida, and it can make a run for the best small town in America as well.
Thanks for watching this episode of 30A Misfits. Our next adventure is going to take us on a road trip across the country and ending in Kansas. We'll start off driving up from home to Atlanta, then up to Kentucky, where we'll visit David's alma mater, and speak to an old friend of his that's now the head coach of their basketball team. Then up to Ohio and enjoy some Cincinnati chili. And then where are we going from here?
Kansas, probably, yes.
I thought Deborah lived in Missouri.
Well, okay, Missouri.
Okay.
And then we're going to do a burnt-in tour.
How about? And then we don't really have everything planned out, but we know we're heading west and ending in Kansas for Christmas. Good. Keep an eye out for those adventures.
Oh, whoever thought that dancing in the rain would be what dried the tears of pain away? Swaying back and forth until the dawn, to our made-up favorite song. Well, I've been reminded of just what